Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. That explains why she's always mad at me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very...
Wow, okay. Thank you, sir.
Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move. See if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty King Deshret, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems... Isn't it a sign of King Deshret's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for King Deshret's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from? My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Bro, this guy's something else.
Just let's not get on his bad side, okay? I'm no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King Deshret's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few.
Hey, go on.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for King Deshret's speedy return. Delavar also said that once King Deshret returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under King Deshret and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it! At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking. Please.
The people here really like King Deshret, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this rat?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he
Sounds like you're not...
No, of course not.
I have many ways, so you'd best just stay. Don't do any...
Yes,
That scared Paimon half to death. That was pretty terrifying. He didn't try to reassure us at all.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Isaac!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me. Grandpa, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. Where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before. But are you okay?
There's a scent that you can scent.
A certain trap?
So, you know Tainari.
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes. Now that I concentrate.
Wait,
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest. From a scholar. Here it is. Take a look right here. Although the traces have been completely from the size and shape, the scent is quite faint.
But who would come?
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the...
Huh? So you can lure someone away? Hey!
Exactly. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No! So someone's taking advantage of their... Are the rumors really true? Like the
It's highly...
Please, you have to save my grandpa.
Sounds like we'd better have...
Let's head to our...
Bring it!
Welcome back. Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too!
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
I saw him around the village entrance earlier. Figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from...
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, not to mention making it. It seems someone from...
Makes sense.
So what should we do?
If it was any other day, didn't you say that the village...
Paimon remembers...
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled... These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. The way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the depths.
Tia! You're amazing! You really know that...
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mad scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Alright! Sounds like a plan!
you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Satari are a 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate, even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Thea. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know. Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean you don't see anyone you know?
Tia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Enger, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days, so you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
there yet?
Yep.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. Oh.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. Not only do I...
So you and Del...
But you got one thing right.
If that's the case...
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, you're like...
Delavar. And Edgar. You're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of King Deshret despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand why King Deshret is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic.
You're not wrong.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
A new punch.
A touch of frost.
The lightning killing song! Let the mountain veins boil!
Spirit Blade. Attack!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Shower me with pain!
Impossible! How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though that's so-called, that's what you... And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so... Okay, that...
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in
No task can be done without...
Oh!
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
Oh! You mean...
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk. Alcohol has...
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar. That's what you wanted...
Wait! So...
No.
Wow!
Ah, you're...
So... About how
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia? Do you...
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice... Dunyarzad's just... I've begun to but I see through it.
Dia...
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village. This should be all. All right.
Candace?
Candace will be okay. She's been guarding Aru village for
Well, I'm quite...
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, traveler. As for these... on time.
Paimon's been wanting...
We've known each other for...
Oh!
Yep, I guess you... Us mercs something.
Well, Paimon thinks...
Really?
Oh! Cyno's...
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh! You mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, where? Whoa! You look furious!
Do I? What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to... Still.
Yes, please, don't beat it.
Well, looks like Cyno taught her well.
You fear death. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the village keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please!
You've made your...
We may all... The people of a war would...
I'll tell you everything.
I'm listening.
They're called village keepers. Slip up again.
Yes, sorry! It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling you the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away.
I believe I may know what's going...
Uncle Anpu.
Okay.
If my sometime it's strike...
Which means it's hot...
Not the academia again.
Just as I... What could they...
People are nothing. Regardless.
You're right.
Time to go.
Yes.
You got it.
All right.
Let's meet back here.
can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced that—
You were gone for— Hey, what's with—
You never—
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an— there's just nothing—
Well, anyway.
Enough with the silence!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided—
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village.
Yeah, you're all—
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really?
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to—
Huh? Right here?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But
What does that mean?
how do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single—
You mean some of them liked—
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Remember what Candace— By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They— Glad you're following. Among those, the reason be—
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the
She corrected her—
I think it's been a few—
Remember?
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them.
After speaking to the village chief, it became—
Then what?
By getting involved—
I'll pass on. You said that she is a
We're on it!
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham.
Huh?
Go ahead and talk to her. Go on.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you... hi, Traveler. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why is that? That's before. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah! But even so, we have friends.
My apologies for posing my question.
Alhaitham!
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in. Some believe in the Dendro Archon.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
All right, I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, perhaps, I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But because we're in the middle of—
There's really nothing—
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar. place to hide people.
Where do you think you're...
Monsters! Watch out!
Stand back! Let engraved names echo!
One with my blade.
Shower me with praise! Let the world come alive!
Spirit blade. Attack! Fourth, my blade. A touch of frost.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Hear the echoes of the valley! Bring it!
Submit for judgment.
Let my name echo in song! Yoo-hoo! Let engraved names echo! Oh, brilliant!
Fourth, my blade. Spirit blade.
I'm going in! Ow! Time to shine! Strike a pose! Bring it! Let the mountain veins boil!
Swift and merciful. From whence you came.
Everybody stand back! Let's light it up! Let my name echo in song!
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected. He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one. Let's go in and take a look.
Hey, Ethan! We haven't found Squad! Are you sure we aren't wasting our time?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
And just like that! What are you reading?
Okay, sure.
Huh?
So,
Oh, Paimon gives up! You keep reading your book! See ya! How is he so relaxed? Look at him! Reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this! Hey! And anyway, stop Paimon's... Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
there it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow! It's like they tucked another hospital into this one! Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Letting brave names echo! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Submit for judgment!
Time to shine!
A touch of frost! From whence you came!
Everybody stand back! Hear the echoes of the valley!
ready. Let's go.
A touch of frost.
Strike a pose.
You want me on your... Adventure time!
Look, there's someone over there. Good idea.
Wait. You're...
Also,
Didn't expect to see you.
you know
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the...
he's a scholar.
No. And Razak was never involved in any of those things. Leaving that question looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forced...
Loaded.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry. The symptom...
Huh?
Allow me to jump. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto King Deshret's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of King Deshret and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, They were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean hand knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no, there is no shortage of...
Probably not.
You can say that the divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Paimon's been wanting to...
Though I must... Uniqueness is also an...
Wow.
I'm just a more like... He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our... Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather.
So, at one point in time,
Yep, pretty much!
their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village. Yet...
We may have a mole. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts.
Looks like none of you have realized what Sino.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your neck.
It is simply a lie.
So what you're saying? Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaitham, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point, but I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, if you want to...
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing the thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that tenacity of will is... Sino, don't take it to heart.
They escape.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements...
Whoa, you bet.
There's always...
Oh, so if the academia is... Yep.
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! Yeah, please, wait! I want to go...
You want to go too? If so, You have to promise you'll stay safe.
I want to find Grandpa. I promise I'll be careful and not cause any trouble.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's climb up.
Adventure time!
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to...
The Paimons are running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay.
These are likely fragments of an academia. Looks like they were more... Let's split up and...
Is this what we're searching for?
This is definitely a...
How did it end up buried in the sand? They must have been
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're...
Don't worry. The Grandpa's gonna be...
Razak didn't...
We should be able to catch...
One more thing. I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone...
You're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Of course it is!
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
You have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never...
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you... Dia!
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on...
Well, look...
This
You've betrayed our village.
So, This dear, you'd be...
I'm not the type that...
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting King Deshret. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about—
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret.
It's not too late yet. The village mad—
You don't understand, my dear.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up—
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate, with these scholars in our—
Ridiculous. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
You look more like pawns of the academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukadavada have to say? Filthy traitors.
Perhaps. Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia? These people have no— These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand—
Wait, you can't be—
So?
Precisely.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth. I'm not trying.
You were the school—
Not all desert dwellers.
You academia scum.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said? You know you're making it dangerous to sit.
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take—
We've known each other for years. Of course.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my— Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious—
An arm from the flame maid. What if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You better not let me down.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to just—
Do it! Stop!
What's wrong?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm. You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your...
I was really counting.
Dia! That was...
And I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with it if it came down to it.
I don't doubt it, Sino. Even if we got...
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find...
Whatever it takes. You just...
Huh? Are you...
The Eremites...
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get... Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
I'll watch from a safe distance.
Okay, let's...
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were...
Close enough. You are not welcome.
temperature's just right. But this isn't the best. Lie down.
They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon...
Is everything ready?
Absolute. You brought fewer people.
Bring him up.
Grandpa, why is there only one of them?
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think? And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is...
You stay right...
What do you think you're doing? Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking? Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body. Dendro Archon. The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa?
Hey, look around you.
There used...
It seems that when the symbols... It could have been an underground...
Oh, a miracle. Praise!
What's he doing here?
They must have fallen down here with us. Most of them seem in rip.
Mind your head.
No, this is...
As it happens...
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, 2 major Indeed. New discovery.
Raman, what are you gonna do about...
I'll just let them lay here.
Something's come up?
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension.
Yeah! And there's so many plants. It's so...
Sir Rama,
Are you mocked?
Interpret it however you want.
Whatever you said.
There's nothing to be.
It does.
my blade!
Incoming!
Spirit blade! Attack!
Nowhere to hide. Let's light it up!
But how? A touch of frost.
I take my meals cold to quiet the spirit and calm my vital energies. Genshin infused water with ice is the most effective. One with my blade!
Got lucky that time.
From whence you came!
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine! I'm going in! Let's light it up! Cut to the chase!
A touch of frost!
Shower me with praise!
Spirit blade! Attack! Forth, my blade!
Strike a pose! Everybody stand back! Let the world collide! Don't blink! With sword comes shadow!
Swift and merciful!
Shower me with praise!
From whence you came! A touch of frost!
I'm going in! Why do they never... Time to shine! Speed of light! Cut to the chase!
merciful.
Speed of light.
Exorcism uses thaumaturgy and...
Now that's a sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
There are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These are...
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies his wisdom.
You can read?
Of course.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too constant. The scent of...
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden Excellent. There's a
Isn't she?
Yes. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Ruka Devata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and King Deshret were never enemies at all.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers.
Was that?
You might be you've just...
The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refuse to believe any of the rumors. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation, we saw her as nothing more than a traitor.
You were blinded by your pride.
If I hadn't seen this from how could I ever...
Raman, give it a rest.
Deep my Aramite.
Hey,
I should probably...
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, but please...
It's not gonna be...
Well, I guess that's for me to...
When would be a good time for...
Tomorrow, and I'll...
You seem to finally understand.
Yes.
That must have been rough. But he...
Ramon's no fool. Being the... It's too bad he was held back by his...
The outcome...
We should get going too. Sorry, no, we're leaving.
Stop yelling.
All right, after you. Temperature's just right. But this isn't the best spot to lie down.
Bring it! Bring it!
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out,
where are the
I'll bring you to the...
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No! Make it quick, please! Swift!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on...
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from...
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise...
So, your superiors...
They, wanted to...
Don't play dumb. They extract divine canned knowledge.
I am really...
Well, you better start talking or you'll...
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing... It may seem as if the withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, do you wish to create a god?
This is what the arrogant ignorant...
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel. After that, With the doctor's help and the Akasha now next,
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge
Call it an educated guess? Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely, if it's knowledge no more...
You must have noted, it is as if they are cursed with some organisms.
Then what does Is she not a...
From the beginning, when the academia... They found that at the time, not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's Gnosis has been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
All right, Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Sure.
The village keepers you found.
Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there...
Oh!
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work.
So you were still withholding some information?
We lived through all of this first.
What a whirlwind of a...
It seems like...
Still.
It's time to...
Indeed.
So.
Crush the sages and rescue our...
Well.
The next time we get...
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Your memory.